What we do is we teach these remarkable students the best we can with what we have. And that is what teachers have done here at Abbott since it opened.
There you go.
Now
That is the great Sheryl Lee Ralph in her Emmy Award-winning role as Barbara Howard on Abbott Elementary. We love this show. In 2022, she became the first Black woman in 35 years, wow, to win an Emmy for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. And she's nominated again this year for the third time in a row. Now she's starring in a new comedy. It's called The Fabulous Four. So it follows a group of lifelong friends who embark on an outrageous girls' trip, and outrageous is a word, to Key West, Florida for the surprise wedding of their college friend.
Are there sniffer dogs at the Key West airport?
Probably. Why?
I don't know. I was just thinking.
Alex,
Yeah.
are you smuggling drugs on this plane?
Kitty, I can't believe you would even think that. But yes, I am.
Oh.
Like some edibles, a couple of nugs, a vape pen, but it's hardly anything.
Champagne, please.
And a tiny bit of weed. Beef really hit the spot. Thank you.
Dementia. She'll be fine. Thank you.
I love that line. First on CBS Mornings, and we love when that happens. I'm going to say it again. First on CBS Mornings, the lovely Sheryl Lee Ralph joins us live and in color in the studio. Hello, Emmy nominee.
Oh,
that just happened yesterday.
Yes, it did.
I love that you were. I was watching as you were announcing. You and Tony Hale were announcing the nominees, and then at the end, he comes out and says, "Oh, we have one more. Sheryl, you were nominated too." You were so genuinely surprised, Sheryl. Take us to that moment.
You know what?
Happy for you.
I was so thrilled and once again so happy. And you and I were talking. People don't have to like you, they don't have to love you, and they certainly don't have to vote for you.
Yeah.
But for 3 consecutive years, my peers have chosen to put me on the list of the best of the best. And I thought this time, look at the company they put me in.
Who's the category? Go ahead.
Girl.
Say it. Say
Best
it.
supporting actress. It's Carol,
Burnett.
Meryl,
Streep.
and Sheryl
Lee Ralph.
Yes. I was like, all right now.
Does it ever get old going to? Because you hadn't been to the Emmys.
I'd never been invited. I'd never gone.
Never
to the
been.
Emmys,
That's what I said,
never.
Adriana. Never been
And
invited, never gone.
The first time I get invited, the first time I'm there, I win. And it was like the biggest shock to me, but all I could do is thank my mother and father in heaven, because I was like, I know you're working your magic. And it has just been the best ride ever since. The best.
But we were talking about your career. You'll get a kick out of this because we were saying we like Sheryl Lee Ralph. I said, I remember from Moesha. You said you remember her
I
from...
said Sister Act 2.
Sister Act.
And Nate, you said...
Sister Act. And then Vlad said from...
Dreamgirls.
the
Dreamgirls. I mean, so your career is so wide and so vast. That's why it's so interesting that you've never been to these things and what this means to you now.
It's also crazy because, you know, they do a lot of checking on your social media, and they said what's very interesting about you is you trend very young. They said your audience is 35 and under, and I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, no, young people really love you. And I'm like, yay, young people, I love you too.
Everybody loves you, Sheryl.
Oh, thank you.
Truly. I was preparing for this last night, and I just went down a Sheryl Lee Ralph rabbit hole for like an hour, and somebody called me and gave me some news. I was like, oh, really? I've been in Sheryl Land. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's happening in the world. But what was it that attracted you to this movie, The Fabulous Four? And it speaks to kind of transcending age, right?
Yeah.
And friendship. That's what I loved about it.
Bette Midler. Oh, thank you. It's about the Bette Midler of it all. When you think of the consummate professional, this woman knows and owns who she is. And to be with her every day, I was learning something every day.
Really?
And oh my God, yes. She gets it. And she's very capable of standing up for herself. And she understands the industry that we're in, and I love that about her.
I'll bet she was learning from you too, Sheryl, because you look at the
That's what
script.
she said.
I'll bet she was.
Yeah.
I bet she
She
was.
said that.
Now, you're also one of the executive producers
Yes.
on this movie, which is amazing.
I love seeing that in the credits.
That's
Nate.
right. Kitty, your character, is
Yeah.
a grandmother, navigating friendships, relationships, also
Growing some
grows weed a little bit.
She doesn't grow weed a little bit. She grows weed
That's right.
a lot, a bit. But what you're missing is she is a botanist.
A botanist, that's right.
Botanist.
That's right. She has a
And
green thumb.
Thank you.
So how is it being an EP and also navigating your character as an actor?
First of all, for me, it was all about learning exactly what that position means, exactly how are things all coming together, about the people that are there with us together. How do we move forward under challenging situations?
Yeah.
Because remind you, we were really making this during the strike. So it was very difficult.
Really?
Yes, it was very difficult. And we were working with a script, and as you know, sometimes your scripts need working and reworking.
Yeah.
And we had to be very careful about certain things that we did and the way they were being done. And there was one evening that our director tripped and had to go to the hospital.
Whoa.
And everything, I was like, okay, everybody, we've got to hold it together. We know exactly what we're doing forward, because we don't have time to miss a day. So I learned a great deal.
I think it's great to be Sheryl Lee Ralph these days. And can I say congratulations to Mother of the Groom? Because I'm a mother of the groom, too. Do you love your daughter-in-law as much as I love mine?
I don't love my daughter-in-law. I adore her.
I cherish my daughter-in-law.
Oh, I appreciate my
What's your daughter-in-law's name?
My daughter-in-law's name used to be Stephanie Wash, and it is now Stephanie Maurice. And
awesome.
she is an investigative reporter, a journalist. She is so smart. She is so vibrant.
John Tower said we got to go. No, my daughter-in-law's
legacy
name is
safe with her.
Elise.
Well, listen, before we go, I have to
love
say
her.
this, and I mean this with all due
Yes,
respect.
Nate, yes.
You are as gorgeous in person that you are on
Nate,
screen,
her daughter,
inside and
her
out.
daughter is her stylist.
Yes.
You always, she's
And you
pitch
always
perfect.
look good.
Always-
You got to tell us where the Fountain of Youth is, because you have found it.
Yes.
The Fountain of Youth is good vibes always.
There it
Be
is.
As kind as you can to as many people as you can for as long as you can, and watch Abbott Elementary.
That's right, Sheryl Lee Ralph. We appreciate you. The
That's the
Fabulous
Fountain of
Four
Youth.
opens in theaters next Friday. Make sure you watch it. Run, don't walk,
Watch
as we
Abbott
say.
Elementary.
We'll be right back.